I'm Tamara, and I am the owner of Bend and Move. I'm a yoga therapist, and I've been a yoga therapist for about 4 years now. I'm a yoga pro. So I like to think of myself as more than just yoga though, because I have the yoga therapist certification, which is focused more on the medicinal value of yoga and the tools of yoga. As a pro, I was working a crazy job in technology, and I've always practiced yoga for about 20 years now. But yoga was my center of gravity. It helped keep me sane. And I found that I wanted to be a teacher because I saw how much it helped me and I wanted to help other people. So I got my 500-hour teacher certification, and it's all started there. But it didn't stop because I had to get out of technology to really start sharing it closely at my studio. So that took about 4 or 5 more years before I was able to be a full-time teacher. Well, I have a very special niche. I like working with people over the age of 40 and even as high as my oldest client is 86 years old. I'm in that age category. I'm 54, and I feel days where I am 54, and then I feel other days where I feel much younger than that. But that is a great niche to have. People are now discovering that the things that help them enjoy life, or what they really enjoy, they have trouble doing it. And I feel like by offering them the tools of yoga, giving them gentle movement and care about all the things that they could be concerned about as they age, they can live a much more vibrant life. So a lot of my clients come back to me because I do education. I don't just tell them what to do, but I educate them on how to feel better and live better. Well, my day usually starts out with a personal practice. I think that's super important for every yoga teacher. And that's followed by some reflection. It might be meditation, but I do a lot of self-study. So being in the healthcare field, it's important to stay up on the latest ideas on technology and healthcare. So I talk to other healthcare providers in my network and in my neighborhood, and we try to come up with the best offering to support the community around the studio and around their offices. So I work really closely with the whole network, and I work every day on making sure that that's a strong network. Well, I think the biggest value is I love to educate people. And teaching is one thing. Teaching comes from the heart. But I like to take it one step further because nobody likes to be told what to do without knowing why they're doing it. And so I think that value comes through educating them and helping them feel empowered. So when they walk out the studio, they're not really living a life of studio yoga. They're living a life yoga. And it enables them to think about ways to make their life happier, healthier, and reduce suffering. I love to help people. I've always loved to help people. Even when I was a manager at a technology company, it always shone through how much I love to help empower people. And I think being a pro helps that shine through. I wake up every day, and some days I don't pop out of bed. Some days I wake up and I think about, wow, I have a really big day ahead of me, and it can be super daunting, but I have all the tools I need to do it. So being a pro, to me, that fulfills me. It fulfills my life to get out of bed and know that I have a problem to solve, whether it's with a client, a class, or myself. Well, I always tell my clients that I don't really care if they think of themselves as yogis. I think studio yoga is very useful, but I want them to do what brings them the most joy and the least amount of suffering. So by using the tools of yoga, by gaining strength, balance, agility, they can go out and play tennis and run a marathon and stay as active as they possibly can hold their grandchildren, dance with their husbands or wives. I think all that stuff that happens outside of the studio is what I want the most for them.